Hello, hello, hello. My name is Dr. Angelika Christie, and you are with me here on my show with the name Your Radiant Life After 45. I picture a world where the mature woman is outrageously happy, finally putting herself first, doing what she loves, following her passion, creating new meaning, following her intuition, no regrets, rejecting manipulation, stepping out of cliches, proud of herself, and generously giving of her wisdom to the world. I believe that you deserve that you deserve to do what excites you, because your happiness matters, and it matters throughout your freedom years. And I believe that love ignites happiness. You deserve fulfilling relationships. Hello, I am Baroness Dr. Angelika Christie, and as a naturopathic doctor, relationship coach, and Reiki master teacher, I get to help solve a mature woman's health and relationship challenges for over 25 years. So what does that really mean? So that rather than feeling old in your body and unhappy in your relationships that could take you into the abyss of loneliness and depression, you experience radiant energy that gives you a zest for life and the security of a loving relationship with yourself and your partner. I believe that women deserve to be outrageously happy, because when women are happy, everybody wins. That's what I believe, and that's what I share with you on my channel here. Every Saturday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time, we talk about everything that makes your life better. The woman of a certain age, at least 45 and over. So today I share with you the amazing benefits of the third pillar in the sequence of your greatest gift is still in you. We covered the first and second pillar in the second sequence for true transformation and success in all areas of your life. And the first one, if you remember right, it's the previous, it was the first of the three. Today is the third episode. In the first episode, we covered your spiritual body, that which is immortal, your immortal self, or if you like it better, your soul self. And the second pillar that we covered in the previous episode was your physical body, that magical, powerful vehicle that you slipped into when your immortal soul decided to experience herself, to experience yourself in physical form. And I believe that you are a master. You are already a master, because you came into this world at this time of global turmoil, shifts and transformations that the earth is experiencing now. And it takes a master, it takes courage to live and contribute and share your gift that is so important to share in our time. That is, can be scary, especially if you are not really grounded in yourself. But more about this in the next episode, when we wrap up the series, Your Greatest Gift is Still in You. So today we discuss the third pillar. And the third pillar represents your social empowerment. And it covers your relationships with others that you are in relation with, even your children, your partner, your business partner, your husband, boyfriend, and even your community at large. The challenges that most women that I surveyed reported, and maybe it sounds true to you as well. The women that I reported, that I asked about this social, how they feel about their social empowerment. So what she said was that she's often trained from girlhood, from childhood, to be a pleaser, and that she doubts herself, and doubts herself more than men. Women usually doubt themselves more than men do. So that she also experiences a higher degree of stress because of that. And let's face it, she wears so many hats, does so many jobs without pay and without recognition either. And the benefits you receive from knowing more about this pillar that we discussed today is your self-worth and self-esteem will rise exponentially, and you become secure in how you want to be seen in the world and what role you want to play in your family and in your community. And you will find it easy to ask for what you want, what you need, what you desire, and say no to what you don't want, or is not in your best interest, or is not in alignment with who you are becoming. Yet here is the reality. Even though few women will say or show this openly. Why? We women display our incredible ability to protect, hide, and adapt to almost anything we believe we cannot change. Let me say that again. We women display our incredible ability to protect ourselves, hide them, and adapt to almost anything we believe we cannot change. Like I had a client by the name of Donna, not her real name, but let's say Donna. She could not see how she could ever change how her husband and most of her family treated her. She was some kind of doormat and magnet for anybody's problems in her family. Everybody's need came before hers. And when she came to me, she had little hope to change her situation, but still wanted to try because she was at the end of her physical and emotional tolerance. I was actually afraid, I remember, that she was at the brink of being suicidal. And this frustration often leads to working harder in the service of others, the family, the community, or whoever you believe that you have to try harder. Does that sound real to you? Does that sound like you may have a little bit of an issue there as well? I remember that after only 3 months of coaching and mentoring, Donna's family now really treats her with so much more respect and consideration because she changed. She started to put herself first. So let me ask you this. Do you try to change everybody around you, change the world, make the world a better place before you have understood how to discover and live from your true inner desire, from your gifts? And do you know women in your life who struggle with those issues that I just mentioned? I know plenty of them. Would you like to find out how to step out of the role that your family or community assigned you to so that you are seen for who you really are, be honored and be celebrated? You see, without starting with yourself first and applying the correct sequence that I already spoke about in the previous episodes, there is a correct sequence to everything in life. Nature has it. But we will go more into this in the next episode, why the sequence is so important. But let's just say there is a sequence, and there is the best sequence, and there is a not so good sequence, which is a scrambled sequence. So we want the best sequence, and it is your spirituality, your body, your social standing, which we are discussing today. Okay, so this is, if you, without starting with yourself first and applying the correct sequence, you could be on an emotional roller coaster, always trying to be strong through willpower. And this is where so many good women get burned out. Their social image does not reflect who they really are. They try to have the perfect personal and business relationships, but get disappointed over and over until they give up in exhaustion. Why? Because their foundation rests on air. It is not grounded in their own spiritual and human, their personal power. It's like trying to build a house by starting with the roof. It's an impossible dream and a pie in the sky, right? It does not work that way. But most are unaware. They are bound to the old paradigm. If I want to have something, it's the have, the do, and the be, which translates kind of as soon as I have this condition, this money or this partner, then I can do this or that, maybe create my vision, and then I can be this great, whatever, teacher, or just be happy. You see, the correct sequence is really be, then do, and then have, which translates into be first, which is your spirit self, right? That's why we started with the first pillar, your spiritual power. Then you do the physical, using your body and mind. Yes, that was the second pillar, your physical body. And then you will have the abundance, anything you desire. Does this make sense? I hope so. Can you see that by learning how to apply the correct sequence, you build a strong foundation on which you can create your life exactly the way you envision it? Yes? Would you not want to do this for yourself? And maybe even for other women in your life? Kind of be a forerunner, be a role model. Shine, be a mirror where other women can see themselves and feel that they have permission to be as powerful, as strong, as radiant, as beautiful as you are. There is so much more to say about the third pillar, your social empowerment, and I will come back to this in the next episode. But due to the limited time we have here, I want to give you the overview of the fourth pillar, your financial freedom. Yes? Yes, we still have time. The fourth pillar represents your financial freedom. The challenges that most women that I surveyed reported, and maybe it's you too, or it resonates with you, that she is often dependent on her male partner for financial support, that she feels overwhelmed and believes that she does not have the opportunity or the knowledge to fulfill her dreams because she is financially dependent on somebody else. And then she fears success. This sounds so strange, but it is so true with so many, especially women. We tend to fear success and the changes it will bring into our lives. So that was one of the things when I surveyed women. And here are the benefits that you receive when you understand this pillar, your financial freedom. You will understand why your mind creates the blocks to financial freedom, and you will receive the tools to reprogram your thinking, which then attracts the abundance that you desire. You will gain clarity, which is really the first principle to any success. Clarity is always number one. I have my whole blueprint. The three critical steps are clarity, commitment, first clarity, then courage, and then commitment, and so much more. But this is really, so you will gain clarity on how to monetize your greatest talents or what you feel passionate about and want to share with the world. And you will learn how to let go of all fear and embrace abundance without guilt. Yes, without guilt. So after you have gone through the right sequence, you have built a strong foundation from the ground up. And you have experienced that it is not your physical, but your spiritual body that represents the very ground of your foundation. Once you have experienced your spiritual power as the base on that, where everything really rests on, you can build a skyscraper. It's a metaphor here, and it will not collapse. From there, you can explore all possibilities, all creative insights. You can discover your gift, the one that you came into this lifetime to live from, and if you so desire, to share with the world. Share in your family, in your community, and if you want to really step out and create even a bigger impact, you share it with the world. You can claim your authentic self, because all confusion and overwhelm are a thing of the past. You will attract the people who are in coherence, in alignment with you and your vision. You have unleashed this amazing attraction, your magnetic energy. You remember, if you watched the first episode where we talked about your spiritual but also your physical body, there is magnetism in you. If you have not seen it, go back and maybe watch that episode. You know, once you go through these sequences, you know how to master your life skillfully, which makes you a leader. Others want to have what you have, and maybe this is something that you have always wanted to do and to be, but you didn't know how. And sometimes to go through this and be all of this may not even be all about you, but about your gift that others wait to receive from you, okay? So that you become their mirror that they can see themselves in, so that they feel they have permission as well. Yes, and even then, there will be times when you slip, when the old programming of lack of money, lack of resources, lack of confidence, the old feelings of doubt, anxiety and fear creep up and will try to pull you back. I know this from experience. All of us slip from time to time. It happens when the less evolved part of us, which is the less evolved part, it's our frightened ego. And our frightened ego shouts, what do you think you want to do? Who do you think you are? And brings all of these doubts, these anxieties, these fears back. And it feels so yucky. But don't worry, when we go through all of this in this program here, I will give you the tools that when you slip, you can bring yourself back into alignment with who you really are. Not from the fear of your frightened ego, but the deep certainty of your spirit, your soul self. And it may only take a moment to step back into your authentic power. All you need is you must remember, and it can be just like that. In the course, your greatest gift is still in you. I share with you 2 very effective tools to course correct. One only takes about 30 seconds and the other a few minutes, and one is just like that. All of us have to course correct, right? Everything needs to course correct. Nothing is always on the path, consistently, moment by moment. You remember that when, you probably have heard it, a pilot flying from LA to New York, they have, of course, everything pre-programmed in their GPS system, but the plane course corrects over 95% of the time, because there are all of these outside things that happen, wind, weather, all kinds of things, and our life gets in our own all kinds of situations can happen that throw us off the track. So we need to know how to course correct and come back, okay? Some people sit back and expect that just wishful thinking would bring them results. Of course, this is against all logic, right? Would you agree? This applies especially to claiming your financial freedom. Because once you define your freedom, you still need a clear roadmap, right? Your goal needs to be set clearly in your mind, so that you know for sure exactly what you want. It's kind of having an internal GPS system engaged and have the tools to accomplish your vision and also to bring you back. In the course, you will learn how to use your internal built-in GPS system and that kind of autopilot that corrects whenever it's necessary, so that you actually reach the destination that you have in your mind, that you desire, that are at the top of your goals that you set for yourself. So financial freedom is really the last pillar of the correct sequence, because it is so much easier to achieve. Financial freedom is so much easier to achieve when you have built the foundation of the others, your spiritual self, your physical self, your social self, and now your financial independence and abundance is the next natural step. And let me tell you, reading the right books, taking classes, courses, even coaching, if it does not follow the correct sequence, will be like this or even fail. You can get all the right information and even be inspired to act. But you know what usually happens, right? After a short period of time, you fall right back into your old ways. Every time maybe a little bit more discouraged, but still burning to achieve your goals. So what do? You try harder. But this is not what really works. Or how has it worked for you? May I assume not to your greatest satisfaction? Because it was too hard, right? Trying to force something. Too overwhelming, maybe. I tried harder. I know exactly how it feels, how it used to feel. And sometimes I still do it. But I know now how to stop trying harder and do what I know will be smooth and the more fluid and easier path. So there came a time when I just had enough trying. And I thought, goodness me, there must be a better way. And I found it. You have not built, if you have not built a strong foundation with yourself first, then it's not going to work very well. Because if you haven't done this, you suffer through resistance, through anxiety, hitting walls, and all the negative voices in your head that warn you and, fuel yourself with doubt. And you may give up or resign into what you believe you cannot change. You give up believing that only the lucky ones make it, that you are not meant to have financial abundance, and that it's just too hard. And guess what? As soon as you believe this, it will stay that way. It will be too hard. But you can change that. You can start to stand up for yourself today. Yes, today. Don't say tomorrow. Today is the day. You can commit to yourself and change not only your life, but the lives of so many other women in your life. Maybe you have a sister. Maybe you still have a mother that is still struggling, an aunt, friends, anybody in your community. Because when you have learned how to apply the correct sequence nothing is hard at all anymore. Abundance starts to flow easily, and you don't resist your natural ability to create and manifest what you desire. You cannot attract it through reading books and attending seminars or following somebody's outdated advice. Even smart advice still needs a correct plan of action, right? And then you want to experience that your abundance really continues, right? That it flows, it perpetuates itself, and this can be fueled by your creativity alone. You think you're not creative? You are tremendously creative. Every moment of your life you create something. Every thought that you create has an effect, creates a corresponding emotion, a feeling. You do this constantly. Sometimes it is in your favor, and sometimes you are punishing yourself. Maybe not consciously, but unconsciously, because you get pulled back into a situation that was unpleasant or painful, and you recreate everything, right? So creative, you are a creator. The unlimited creativity of your evolved mind and your open heart. Yes, your heart creates. Your heart has a desire, and that is a creation, right? And when you allow your heart to inform your mind, not the other way around, your heart is the most powerful part of you, and it knows who you are. Your soul, your heart and your soul communicate. They are intrinsically connected with each other. Your mind is a little more outside. Your mind is there to protect yourself, for sure. It's the primal instinct that made you possible today. Your ancestors used it. They survived, and that's why you are here as well. That is important. But beyond this, survival is not good enough anymore, correct? We want so much more. And it comes from your heart's desire, and your heart needs to inform your brain, your mind, so that your mind creates the outer things that are necessary, that your life's work, your destiny can be fulfilled. Okay? And it becomes solidified through the foundation you have built by following the correct sequence. All right? So this is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I know your time is precious, and I feel honored that you are here with me, listening to me, and hopefully you got a golden nugget out of this that makes you a stronger woman, a happier woman, a more satisfied woman, and be the forerunner and the role model for so many other women to follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, and please come back. All of my love. Bye-bye for now.